Усім привіт! Вітаю вас на каналі Оляна's Play. Ми продовжуємо проходити Hogwarts. У нас наразі сила селена нових квестів під'їхало з минулої серії. І сюжетних під'їхало, і з Себастьяном потрібно десь сходити. Тому наливайте чайок, кавусю, тицяйте вподобайки. Ми з вами вриваємося в пригоди Хогвартсу. Погляньте, що можна побачити.
Like this.
What? Don't be silly. It'll wear off in a few hours, I think.
You think?
It didn't before. That other boy was like it for a week.
A week? I don't feel well.
Oh, stop fretting. We'll have you with Nurse Blaney in no time.
I've just realised.
What? What is it?
I have an essay I need to finish for bins. 2 inches.
Merlins, I haven't done mine either.
What?
Did you memorise the dates of magical discoveries and goblin rebellions?
Not yet, no.
Where are you going? You can't leave me here.
You'll be fine. I'll check on you tomorrow.
Завтра те провідаю.
Many weeks sting. You'll be a week like that.
Жало козлокоса. Тоді тобі ходити так ще добрячий тиждень. Я, до речі, хотіла показати, що я, здається, знайшла крило Гриффіндора. Ось, власне, воно і є, і ця жіночка. Портрет легкої пані. Цей портрет охороняє вітальню Гриффіндору, і від кожного, хто бажає увійти, вимагає пароль. Відомо, що вона та її подруга Вайлет блукають серед інших портретів, періодично напиваючись біля бочки з вином. Цікаво. Півз, ти там речі свої загубив. Нам потрібно зараз зустрітися з Наттією. Вона просила допомогти їй поговорити з її мамою. Мама її просікла, що ми знайшли пригоди на свою дубцю. І нас, типу, мало не вбили. Треба сходити, щоб її посварили, ми на то все подивимось.
Anna's getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Себастьян нам нове завдання додав. Мені здається, мені простіше полетіти на мітлі. Так, мабуть, буде швидше. Тобто приземлення недоступне. Неправда. Тут ще іграшки поцепили новоріч. Чому це приземлення недоступне? Це ще що така за дурня?
So frustrating.
Все, зараз влетить комусь.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an arrow telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
О, це навряд чи.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus. And it is in my
Анімаг?
gazelle form that I have been able to wander the highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Так ось воно чому вона газель. До ми зустрічали до цього анімагів, які перетворювались на вовків. Як вона стала анімагом?
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month.
Ого.
Then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight. Then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu. But Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Я сподіваюся, вона нам продемонструє, як вона перетворюється на газель. Хто там сьорбає? Хто там п'є чай, поки ми тут розмовляємо? Ще так голосно. Мабуть, якась картина.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent.
Ну тут вона права,
She
до речі.
claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle, but she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time.
Мені здається,
Thank
вона
you for
влипне.
being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Вона влипне, і нам ще потім доведеться її витягати з лап браконьєрів. Не хотілося б. Так це ти стоїш тут, хльобаєш, сьорбаєш чайок. Тобто ти теж спостерігала за виставою, як тобі сподобалось? Так, квест, який нам дав Себастьян, у нас від нього 2 квеста, до речі. Він навчить нас новому закляттю Імперіо. Якщо ми сходимо з ним в катакомби. А Попі нам розкаже про дракона. Ну давайте спочатку дізнаємося цю всю історію з драконом, тому що у нас є яйце. Врятувавши дракона з лап банди браконьєрів, Попі готова обговорити наш наступний крок. Вона хоче зустрітися в 3 мітли. Скоріше за все, вона, мабуть, знайшла цього дракона. Вона така, що може його відзнайти і скаже, давай сходимо, йому потрібна допомога, полікувати, яйце йому віддамо. Ще в нас, до речі, квест вісить в ромашках і поганках, ми так до нього й не дійшли. Ще якийсь тут квест. Заплутана павутиня. Сходимо до Попі. Добре, дядьку, що ти хочеш? Зараз, Попі, хвилинку.
Excuse me, sir. Are you all right?
Just barely. But I don't want to trouble a student with my woes.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I'm not so sure. Name's Crispin Dunn, by the way.
I trade in the surrounding hamlets. Do the most business in Arranshire. A lovely little hamlet, just stunning gardens. Just the other day, the Daily Prophet ran an article on its scenic hedgerows. Actually, before I go on, I should ask, are you afraid of spiders?
Павуки. Знову. Я жахаюсь павуків.
You wouldn't know it by how many I've killed lately, but honestly, I'm terrified of spiders.
Lucky you. Sounds as though you've been able to overcome your fears to a degree. You may not like what I have to say next. The hamlet's overrun with the vile things and are acting abnormally aggressively. I'm concerned about my customers, of course, but it appears that most of the hamlet's residents fled to safety. It's my friend Mary I worry about. I haven't heard from her and I fear she's trapped in her cottage.
Understandable. But why don't you check on her yourself?
I would, but I have a crippling fear of the eight-legged beasts, which I, unlike you, seem incapable of conquering. I don't know what to do. Can you think of anyone who can help Mary?
Why are there so many spiders in Arranshire all of a sudden?
I honestly don't know. I've never seen so many spiders in all of my life. It's almost as if someone's breeding them. They've trapped the entire hamlet in webs. I was lucky to escape it all. Mary always has a way with these beasts. It's very concerning not to hear from her.
Ми вже були, до речі, в цьому селі. Там дійсно купа павутиння і павуків.
Why is it you can't conquer your fear of spiders?
When I was a small child, I was being tormented and chased by a group of local bullies and slid into the hollow of a tree to hide. Within moments, spiders were crawling over every inch of my body. Seemed I'd stumbled on a nest. I couldn't move, paralysed by fear of the spiders and an equally profound fear of the wizards I knew were just outside the tree. I was there for what seemed hours. I can feel their legs on me now just talking about it. Ugh.
Why didn't you ask the ministry for help?
I did. Reached out to anyone who would listen. Tried Minister Spout old Spavin himself. But evidently they have their hands full with who knows what else. It seems this little hamlet has to fend for itself.
I'll try my very best, Mr. Dunn.
Please do. If you can think of anyone that may be brave enough to help, I'd appreciate it. They'll find Arranshire southeast of Hogsmeade, just below the train station.
Навідаємось якось. Привіт, Попі. Відпочиваєш?
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar. And Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to... It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Тепер ще й ми їй будемо розповідати.
Rookwood is working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location. I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
Тобто вона нам потім якогось листа прийшла з тим, що ми знайшли дракона, приходь.
This must be Arranshire. I'd best keep an eye out for spiders.
Ось так от просто з'явилися тут відразу. Чому вас так багато? Відразу.
They're even more aggressive than I'd expected.
Як вас багато! Не люблю павуків. Ну ви ж про це знаєте. Ти від мене відчепися? Слухай, що тобі від мене треба? Звідки ви лізете? Я хочу бомбарду. А вони в землю закопуються, а потім десь вилазять звідкись. Молодець, роздавила. Покидька. Чому бомбарда на нього не спрацювала?
Surely that's the last of them.
Тут всі будинки в павутинні.
Revelio.
Знайти Мері. Вони навіть...
No, this must be Mary. Poor woman.
Ой, мурашки по шкірі. Вони навіть в будинок залізли, все оплили павутинням. Отак от ти спиш, до тебе залазить павук і окуклює тебе. Я принесла павучу отруту, як і домовлялись. Очікую на негайну оплату. Нова партія павучат у моїй підвальній майстерні вже майже вилупилась. Скоро я зможу доставити нову партію отрути. Звісно, після оплати моєї попередньої доставки. Мері.
If Mary was breeding these things in her cellar, that means there are more underground. I'll need to destroy every last spider in that cellar if this is to end.
Мабуть, вона вже все. Вона, походу, померла. А де в неї підвал? Я була в цьому будиночку, я пам'ятаю це. Де ж у неї тут підвал? Ось, підвал Мері Портман.
Revelio. This is where Mary bred the spiders. They're not near me.
Зараз їх вже немає, каже. Мене це не втішає. Ага. Здалось. Який в неї величезний підвал, слухайте.
Revelio.
Таке враження, ніби він під усім селом. А не тільки під її будиночком.
Well, this isn't a good sign. These spiders have gone somewhere.
Вона якимись трупами їх годувала. Кудись зникли. Ну, скоріш за все, це вони проламали.
I'm not sure I want to know where this leads.
Я теж.
Best be ready for whatever I may find down there.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Ти так швидко. Я тут з павуками воюю, вона вже дракона знайшла. Попі, тобі можна слідопито
I need
працювати.
to find and destroy all of these before the situation gets even worse.
Підвал веде в величезні печери. А! Що ви зробили зі мною? Пішли ви.
That's one insecticide. We should get the rest.
Все? Всі відкинулись? Поки що. Угу, сюди ми, значить, не пройдемо. Чому тут повно кліток? Для чого ці клітки?
Shame you're so foul.
Їй бридко від цих пауків. Настільки бридко, як і мені.
I hate to think that they see me, but I don't see them.
Вони нас бачать? Що, серйозно? Сподіваюсь, що ні. Куди я зайшла знову? Дави! Дави його!
Won't let you harm Anshir any more than you already have. Half finished, but I need to destroy all of the exacts.
Зараз воно мене з'їсть. Ти що це таке надумав? Негідник. Можливо, вони теж встигли кокони відкласти. Все? Ніби зачистили. Ні, щось пропустили. Де ще мають бути кокони? 8 з 12. А де я пропустила? Ще й цей бік можна сходити. Бридкі істоти. Ой! Чудово. Доведеться ще в цей бік сходити. Павуки, я бачу, це їхня найкраща улюблена тема. Роздавили? Ого.
That's the last of the spider sacks.
Бредота. Нарешті я знайшла ідеальне місце для розведення своєї колонії павуків, і воно весь час було буквально у мене під носом. Мій підвал. Чому я не подумала про це раніше? Чому ніхто цього не зробив, якщо на те пішло? Мої павуки стають великими і сильними, а шовк, який вони виробляють, принесе мені ціле багатство. Я нарешті буду мати гроші. Більше не буду економити на сукнях, коли я в місті. Це буде чудово. Чим вона думала?
No, wait, that's the last one. And she's angry.
Ненажерливий паук, бос. І в мене, власне, скінчилося все, що могло скінчитися. Зараз ми вб'ємо тут всіх. Розкидали. От і все, і всі павуки.
Apex is simply too many.
I'm sure you had your reasons, but breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea.
Куди вломитися? В чий будинок?
Mr. Dunn, I have some news.
Thank Merlin. About my sweet friend Mary.
It seems poor Mary was breeding spiders in her home for profit and vastly underestimated their propensity to multiply.
Oh, Mary. What untoward scheme were you involved in? If she needed financial assistance, she could have just come to me. She didn't deserve this. Few do.
I am sorry about your friend, but you'll be relieved to know that I cleared out the spiders. It's safe to return now.
You? You cleared out the spiders? I can't believe it, but I'm certainly relieved. I imagine the first order of business will be to help the amulet rebuild. I suppose I have nothing to fear from dead spiders.
Even so, you'll want to prepare yourself. The place needs something of a clean-up.
Thank you again for all you've done. I shall keep you apprised of the hamlet's rebuilding.
Glad I could be of help, and I look forward to visiting your shop the next time I'm in Arranshire.
To dearly departed Mary.
О, полицю дали якусь
Can't thank you
нову.
enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Яйце пашо? Так називається цей квест. Попі надіслала мені з повідомленням, що знає, куди потрібно повернути яйце дракона, яке в нас є. Я маю зустрітися з нею в районі міста Гоксміт. Поговоріть з Попі в районі. Зараз ми її знайдемо. Що, Попі, де ти тут? Треба повернути крихітку до її мами.
It's not like her to forget.
Їй не властиво запізнюватися. То я ж чекала Поппі тут до ранку.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
Для кнізлів у нас теж кнізла немає, до речі.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying legnots in Plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you were doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No. It belongs to her. keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Можливо, просто варто використати закляття дезілюмінаційне і все.
Revelio.
І сховатися. Вона все рівно побачить, що ми тут лазимо.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Ну і де вона? Я її не бачу. Яка вона потягана.
That's it. Lightfoot, it's the word. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Вона така поранена, в неї маса дірок в крилах. Кров.
Revelio. For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Вона нас знайде. Тут собаки сутулі. Як вона нас бачить? Нас тут немає.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Побачили. А звідки капуста взялась? Попі, це твоя капуста чи що? Це точно не моя капуста. У мене вона вже скінчилась. Тут цілий лагер збудували розбійники.
Revelio.
Ну, що це? Дохлий хтось. Де ти, Сміті? Я думав, ти приєднаєшся до нас на
There she
Борнео.
is again.
Я знаю, що ти покладаєш надії на ринг, але...
From a distance.
Та
How
ти...
charming.
Що
We
таке?
keep in touch with each other.
Не дали нам листа дочитати. Де ти, Сміті? Я думав, ти приєднаєшся до нас на Борнео. Я знаю, що ти покладаєш надії на ринг, але справжні галеони в Акромантуласі. Ти не повіриш, скільки ми з Вайлет заробили кілька днів тому. Не кажучи вже про те, що Борнео непоганий на вигляд. Так чи інакше, ми скоро поїдемо далі, можливо, до Єгипту. Таке полегшення більше не бути обтяженими. Скоро побачимось, Ангус.
I see the bridge wasn't spared her wrath either. Good thing it's fixable.
Угу.
Reparo.
Fantastic.
Вона може подумати, що ми браконьєри і засмажити нас.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
Сподіваюсь, вона не захоче нас з'їсти. Угу. Навіть літати тут не можна.
Watch your step.
Щось палає.
Graphorn.
Or just raring for a fight?
Куди полізла?
Quiet, what was that?
Там печера якась. Вона така поранена.
There's no coming back now.
Обминути дракона? Просто, тобто, бігти, так? А! Дурбецело, ми хочемо тобі допомогти. А не вбити тебе. Але для неї всі люди зараз однакові. О! Ти гадаєш, вона нас підпустить до свого гнізда? Не підпустить вона нас до гнізда.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me.
Де вона? А!
I don't suppose you'd listen to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below.
Я, може, підсмажилась.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
Вона ж не дурна,
There's the nest. We're almost there.
вона знає, куди ми полізли.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Repairing.
Не путай, бо я не знаю, чому тут зломаний кожен міст.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Я б не була настільки в цьому впевненою. Ти ж пам'ятаєш, його тут не було, ми його повернули. Та й моя стоїть, просто дивиться героїня. Попі, ти що робиш? Вона тобі руку відкусить. Нічого собі.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Що трапилось уже? А пояснення буде? Як я могла бути такою сліпою? Щось до неї дійшло і вона пішла. Поп'я, пояснення будуть? Алло? Я нічого не зрозуміла, що трапилось.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Pardon me? Might I ask a favor of you?
Сахаріса, так от.
Hello, is there something I can help you with?
How do you do? I'm Satirissa Tugwood, and I have an exciting business proposition for you. Now, it may surprise you to learn that someone of my obvious esteemed lineage would be in business. But I only want to help the less fortunate.
Ти про що, власне?
That's incredibly nice of you.
Oh, there's more. You see, I've been experimenting with a new beauty cream. A cream that will rid our glorious school of the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing our poor pubescent classmates. But I've run out of the key ingredient, boobotuber pus. Boobotubers do grow in the Forbidden Forest, however. If only I could pay someone to collect a few for me.
Гній, буботрупи, що це в біса таке?
What precisely are boobotubers?
Disgusting things, really, covered in protrusions. One needs to squeeze them to collect the pus. They smell simply awful and seem to move on their own. Ugh, I wouldn't go near the things if it weren't for my devotion to my classmates.
How on earth did you discover that boobotuber pus clears one's skin?
One cannot rely on spells for all appearance enhancements. The errant cast, for example, could relocate one's eyebrows entirely rather than merely thinning them. My darling and now perpetually surprised-looking neighbour discovered that on her own. Poor thing. I am convinced that beauty potions are the future. I'm forever looking for ways to make this world a more beautiful place. I suspected that if pure boobotuber pus could cause boils, an altered form would likely reverse such abominations. And I was correct.
На ній, до речі, дуже багато косметики, вона фарбується. Якщо моя, так би мовити, героїня взагалі не нафарбована практично, то ця прям розмальована вся.
I can try and find some for you if I have the time.
Marvellous. I'd go myself, but I don't want to. I only need a few boobotubers, but they grow wild, so you'll have to look around.
Я б сама пішла, але
Our
не
spotty
хочу.
classmates are counting on you, so you mustn't tarry.
Into the Forbidden Forest for boobotubers. I hope it's worth the risk.
Я б сама пішла, але не хочу. Така цікава, мала. Типу косметолог. Щось типу косметолога. В чарівному світі. Заодно нашу нову мітло випробуємо. Який густий ліс. Ого.
This is where Saccharissa said to go. Now, where are those boobotubers?
Буботрупи. Тут ще й троль гуляє.
Just my luck. A troll.
Я сподіваюся, він мене не побачить. Я просто візьму ось це.
Oh, that smells awful. Only 4 more, thank goodness.
Просто збираємо гидоту, йдемо звідси. І сподіваємося, що нас не побачить. Що він нас не побачить. Тобі здалось. Валим. Валим. Просто валом. О, ще один. Буботруби. Зараз знайдемо. Ось іще.
That should do it. I'd better get back to Sakurisa now.
Валим звідси, поки ми не нарвалися на троля 31 рівня. Ну, тримай.
Sakurisa, I found the booba tubers you needed.
Splendid. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. May I have them?
It actually was a spot of trouble. You never mentioned I might encounter a troll. I think you should pay me more.
I suppose a higher price is less offensive than being forced to regard the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing our pubescent classmates. Thank you, and your payment, of course. Now I can begin perfecting my potion to save our poor pimply peers. Don't know who should be more grateful, I or our unsightly spotty classmates. One day the wizarding world will know my name, and you will have been a small part of it.
Кожного разу, коли вона згадує однокласників, вона постійно каже «мої прищаві однокласники». Прям такий акцент на ті прищі. В неї, мабуть, щось особисте до них. Це, власне, і є ця дурня, яку ми тільки що вирвали. В лісі знайшли. Ну що ж, я гадаю, що на цьому ми будемо завершувати дану серію. Вже в наступній серії ми зустрінемося з Себастьяном, вивчимо нове закляття. Він навчить нас імперіо, і потрібно буде знову поговорити з Поппі. Щоб поговорити, дізнатися, чому вона так раптово зникла після того, як ми повернули драконяче яйце. Типу, що взагалі відбувається. Тож, дякую за те, що дивилися Hogwarts. Тицяйте ваші вподобайки, пишіть коментарі, ми з вами побачимо вже зовсім скоро. Всім бувайте!
I got no